Thank you for participating in the Smart Moves program. For those of you that received a binder, the pages for this session will be on the bottom of this video. For those of you that did not receive a binder, you can access our pages on our website, www.dhfunforkids.com. Just look for the Smart Moves program. We hope you enjoyed today's session. Welcome to Session 2 of the Smart Moves program. In this session, we will reflect on your families and the general concepts of families. Now think about this. What part do you play in your family? Also, remember this. There are different types of families. Now think about this question. Why are your family members important to you? Now let's go ahead and let's look at today's essential question. Why is my family important to me? I went ahead and I answered this question for myself. They help me when I need it, and they also make me happy when I'm sad. So now please take the time to answer the essential question before we move on to today's activity. Before today's activity, we are going to read a book about families. Now pay close attention to this book because this book may have similarities or differences from your family. So let's go ahead and start. The book we're reading today is called The Family Book by Todd Parr. Some families are big. Some families are small. Some families are the same color. Some families are different colors. All families like to hug each other. Some families live near each other. Some families live far from each other. Some families look alike. All families are sad when they lose someone they love. Some families have a stepmom or a stepdad and stepsisters or stepbrothers. Some families adopt children. Some families have two moms or two dads. Some families have one parent instead of two. All families like to celebrate special days together. Some families eat the same thing. Some families eat different things. Some families like to be quiet. Some families like to be noisy. Some families like to be clean. Some families like to be messy. Some families live in a house by themselves. Some families live in a house with other families. All families can help each other be strong. There are lots of different ways to be a family. Your family is special no matter what kind it is. Love, Todd. As we learned in the Family Book by Todd Parr, there are different types of families. Some families are big and some families are small. Some families may have one parent and some families may have two parents. But the one constant is that families show love. Now we want to take time to think about this question. What are some things that you and your family do? I went ahead and I answered that question for myself. Some things that my family does is my family plays board games and watch sports together. Now please take the time to answer this question for your family. Each family member has a role that they play in the family. So now, what we're going to do for our activity is we're going to fill out a family member chart. In this chart, you'll notice that you'll have the name of your family members and a role that they play in the family. So let's look at mine as an example to help guide you through this activity. My first family member is my dad. His contribution for my family is to pay the bills. And then my mom, she helps pay the bills. My sister Dusty, she does the laundry. My brother John, he mows the yard. My brother Thomas, he takes out the trash. And me, I wash and put away towels. So now please take the time to fill out your family contribution chart. After you get done completing your family contribution chart, if you have a binder, you will have a page that says Fantastic Family Member Reward. If you do not have a binder, you can go to our website, www.dhfunforkids.com, and get access to this page. What you will do is you'll fill out this ribbon and you'll give it to one of your family members. In today's session, we talked about different families, different things that families like to do, each role a family member may play in their family, and why your family is important to you. So now, to wrap up today's session, I need you to turn to line 2 on your What I Like About Me page. For this session, I like to learn new things.